Hello friends, we are continuing our discussion of part test 4. Alright, this is Ramesh Panikar here. This is cyclohexanone plus methyl magnesium bromide. Then it is hydrolyzed, then treated with concentrated H2SO4, then 1% alkaline KMnO4, dilute KMnO4. That is Bayer's reagent. Alright, so look at the reaction. What happens? This CH3 group attacks on this carbon atom, that is this is negative and positive charge. Methyl group get attached to this carbon atom, and then on hydrolysis and OMGABR part goes to this. All right. Okay, so then on hydrolysis we get OH and CH3, and then with concentrated H2SO4, this is Sadzef rule. All right, and we get this carbene, this alkene, cyclohexene. All right, and then 1% alkaline KMnO4, this double bond gets attached by OH group, OH. So this attack is syn addition, means both the OH groups they get attached from same side, like same side. So this is the final product. So the correct answer is, look at question number 5.3. The correct answer is fourth option. All right. Question number 5.4. This is acetophenone is treated with magnesium amalgam and water. This is basically pinacol-pinacolone arrangement. Pinacol-pinacolone arrangement. So initially magnesium amalgam and water, this combination behaves as reducing agent. It produces hydrogen, and this hydrogen, like these are the two acetophenone molecules. All right. So this is reducing agent. This C double bond O is converted to OH. This is also converted to OH, and this carbon, these two carbons get added, and this product is called pinacol. All right, this is called pinacol. And now this there is a in the presence of H positive, one of the OH group gets attached by this H positive. That I'll explain which is removed as H2O. Like here in this case, phenyl and methyl groups are same. All right, they are symmetric. Phenyl methyl. So this OH is removed, means it gets attached by H positive, and then removal of H2O, simultaneous removal of H2O, and we get this positive charge. Now during this attack, which OH is attacked by H positive and it is removed as H2O, that depends on the carbocation which is formed. Means you have to create a positive charge over this one and this one. Then you have to compare it, that out of these two, which one is more stable. The one which is more stable obviously is from that carbon atom, H2O is removed. All right. So here, since it is symmetric, we can remove H2O from either of the carbon atoms. So this is the removal of H2O. And then there is a migration of alkyl group, and this migration order follows hydrogen. This you must remember: hydrogen, then phenyl, then tertiary methyl, then ethyl group, methyl group, etc. So here, out of phenyl and methyl, which one is migrated? Phenyl group. So phenyl group is migrated to this carbon atom. So the positive charge is produced over this carbon atom. All right. So this carbon atom, positive charge is produced. Now this OH, this is highly stabilized because this LP supports this positive charge. LP of oxygen. See, LP sigma positive. So it is supported by the LP of oxygen. Finally, this OH bond is split, and hydrogen is removed as H positive, and we get the final product, that is this kind of product. This is called pinacolone. This is pinacol, this is pinacolone. That is why this is called pinacol-pinacolone arrangement. All right. So now look at the next question. Question number 56. Look at question number 56. 55 rather. We are given some ethers, and the question is which cannot be prepared, means Williamson, from Williamson synthesis, which ether cannot be prepared is the question. So the point is during the formation of the first one, the correct answer is first one. During the formation of first one, see, either we can take tertiary sodium tertiary butoxide, we can take sodium tertiary butoxide and chlorobenzene. But the problem is in chlorobenzene, this CCl bond behaves as double bond, so this bond breaking is difficult. And if you take tertiary butyl chloride and sodium phenate, in that case, phenate group is a proton extractor, means deprotonator. So it will and tertiary in tertiary butyl halide, dehydrohalogenation is very easy since it is a tertiary alkyl halide. So dehydrohalogenation take place, and the product which we get is basically isobutene. All right. So this ether cannot be prepared. Question number 55. Question number 56. We are given an alcohol. It is treated with the H positive and it is heated. See, this oxygen, if heated in the presence of H positive, this is removed as H2O. This entire thing is removed as H2O, and a positive charge is produced over this carbon atom. And then there is no other option than this shifting, because we are providing no nucleophile, nothing. All right. So this ethyl group is migrated over this carbon atom, and then finally we have the positive charge over this carbon atom, and removal of hydrogen as H positive, which again starts a removal of H2O, and we get the final product, that is this one. That is, two ethyl groups are bonded, and then double bond. These are the two ethyl groups, then double bond, then hydrogen. All right, and then this is the ethyl group. This ethyl group. Now look at question number 57. Look at question number 57. In 57, this ethene is treated with NaCl in the presence of this is basically bromine in the presence of aqueous NaCl. No problem. Bromine in the presence of aqueous NaCl. So ethene shows what kind of reaction? Ethene shows electrophilic addition. So and it involves a cyclic halonium. So Br forms cyclic bromonium, and then in the reaction mixture we have counterpart of bromine. Counterpart of Br positive is what? Br negative. So we have Br negative in the reaction mixture. From aqueous NaCl we have Cl negative in the reaction mixture, and since it is aqueous we have water in the reaction mixture. So the Cl negative can attack from this side, opposite side. So we get 1 bromo 2 chloroethane as one of the product, and this is if bromine is attached, we get 1 2 we get 1 2 dibromoethane, and third, if H2 is H2 attacks, we get 2 bromo ethane banol. So all these products obtained, and it indicates, it suggests that alkenes show electrophilic addition, not nucleophilic addition. All right. Now look at question number 58. Question number 58 says which compound do not undergo acid catalyzed hydrolysis? So my answer is first option. Reason these two bonds, the bond breaking of these two CO bonds is difficult because due to resonance it behaves as double bond. Now look at question number 5.9. Look at question number 5.9. In question number 5.9, select the correct statement about ABC. Means a reaction is given. It is first treated with the H positive and water, then mercuric acetate. So the first one is simple hydration of alkene, second is oxymercuration, demercuration, and third is HBO, hydroboration oxidation. So what you have to understand that in all three reactions it is basically the addition of H positive and OH negative. In the second case, it will be according to Markovnikov's addition, and it will be attack from opposite side, means attack of H and OH from two opposite sides, means anti-addition. HBO, regarding HBO, you must remember this is an addition of means HOH from the same side, means it is an addition, and it is according to anti-Markovnikov's addition. And in the first case, it is simple addition of H2O, first addition of H positive, and then shifting takes place. Migration takes place, shifting of alkyl group, etc. takes place. So here in these two, HBO as well as in oxymercuration, demercuration, no shifting is observed. All right. So now let us discuss. See, first attack of H positive. All right, according to Markovnikov's addition, and then it is 1,2 hydride shift, so that we get tertiary carbocation. 1,2 hydride shift, and we get tertiary carbocation, and then attack of H2O and removal of H positive, so we can say attack of OH. So this is tertiary alcohol. We are getting tertiary alcohol in the first case. In the second case, what I told you, it is simply the attack of H and OH from opposite side, and it is according to Markovnikov's addition. So see, OH is attacking this double bond from this side and H is attacking from this side. If you do not want to go into depth like mechanism part, then this is it. Like see here, it is anti-Markovnikov's addition, means the positive part is moving to that carbon having lesser number of hydrogen, whereas here positive part, that is hydrogen, is going to that carbon which bears greater number of hydrogen. Here we have two hydrogen, 1 2. All right, here we have only one hydrogen. Okay, now look at the third case is all right. This is so in both the cases no shifting or no rearrangement. It is this OMDM is of mark addition, whereas HBO is anti-mark addition. Here H and OH are getting added from same side, that is syn addition, and here H and OH are getting added from opposite side, so this is anti-addition. All right, so this is question number 5.9. Look at question number 6.0. Look at question number 6.0. Question number 6.0, we have again an epoxy compound, and we have chlorine with it, and it is treated with the Grignard reagent. Then it is treated with NaOI. You should be very careful about this reagent. See, this is used for haloform reaction. This is used for haloform test. For haloform test, you will get either NaOH plus X2 or Na2CO3 plus Na2CO3 plus X2, or you will find NaOX, sodium hypohalite. So NaOI means iodoform reaction. All right, so you must remember this. Now see what is happening. Question number 60. See, we are using CH3 MgBr. So CH3 MgBr attacks with the Cl, and it is removed as minus MgBrCl. This is removed. MgBrCl is removed, and methyl groups attacks on this carbon atom. So again, see, oxygen is electronegative, so it withdraw electron density from this carbon. So and here we have methyl group to support to decrease the magnitude of positive charge. One case we have discussed where already positive charge was there and positive charge was dispersed over these two. That is a different case. And now here see, in these cases it is compared on the basis of magnitude of positive charge, which is compared by I'm saying, see, oxygen is electronegative, it is withdrawing electron density towards itself. So over this carbon atom we have a partial charge, and over this carbon we have a partial positive charge. Now this partial positive charge is subsided by plus I of methyl group. So the magnitude of positive charge over this carbon is more. So methyl group attacks on this carbon atom. Alright. So this bond breaking takes place. The electron pair goes with oxygen and this oxygen becomes negatively charged. Alright. This oxygen becomes negatively charged. And then this electron pair moves here because the Cl is removed as Cl negative. So to fill this positive charge, this electron density moves and we get CH3CO, C2H5, and then NaOI. This is haloform test. So we get CHI3 and C2H5COONA. C2H5, CH3, CH2, that is C2H5COONA. So the correct answer in this question is, look at question number 560. It is third option. In 5-9 it was clear, I suppose. In first case we got tertiary alcohol. Here in the last case it is primary alcohol. C is primary alcohol, whereas second B is secondary alcohol. So this is the correct answer. In 60, correct answer is the CH3COO, I'm sorry, what we were getting, B and C. What are A? We decided it was CH3COCO, and then CHI3 plus C2H5COONA. Okay. Now question number 61. This compound is treated with the X of HI. So HI can combine where? See, this is phenolic OH, so it will not attack on this one. This is benzylic OH, so obviously it this can attack by this HI, and this is etheric group OCH3, whereas this is not attacked because bond breaking is not possible, and this is double bond, so nothing will happen here. So on this OH and this OCH3 there will be attack. Question number 61. So correct answer is second option. Look at question number 61. 61. See, this is attacked and this one is attacked. So two moles are attacking, and we are getting this final product. This CH3I, and this is converted to OH, and the CH2OH is converted to CH2I. All right.